hopefully Alan's in a better mood by the time y'all all join.
I'm in a great mood.
Already fussed at me twice.
It's because there's buffoonery going on.
No buffoonery. I was just trying to take care of some last minute business that needed to be taken care of. A few scheduling events, a few text messages that needed to be sent. Not a big deal.
Hello, Tang family. Hello, ACNC12, Adrienne. Hello, Kara. Hola, Caroline Baez. Hello, Susan Gould. Chris, Abe, Albucakes. Hello, Julie's Overalls. Hello, Tiffany Tip. Jennifer Martinez, Ina Toole, Palm Mummable, Christina. Hello, Christy Kincaid Norris. Sarah Davis, Taylor. Jakob. Savanita. Okay. Hello, Hand. Hello, Angie Reno.
I can't see.
Hello, Hector. Wasabi. Hello, Cindy.
Alan's distance vision is better than mine, so he handles this part.
Hello, Liz Key. Hello, Carmen Miller. Hello, Renda Grogan.
A lot of you guys were in the stereo with me and Robert tonight, and I really appreciate it.
Hello, Rita.
Makes it go a lot faster. We didn't have to read one love letter because we had so many calls.
Love letters. We blew through San Antonio, Rita. We shall talk about some of that, perhaps. Hello, sweet, clean Bethany. Hello, Safe. Hello, Dina.
Does everybody have one of these? I use it quite often.
If you don't, you should.
Oh,
Hello, Rosa.
I never have to ask Alan to scratch my back again because this is what I get.
Hello, Evangelina, one of the prettiest first names we have in the room. Although I love all y'all's names, I really love Evangelina's name.
Evangelina?
Yes, isn't that beautiful?
Well, if you would give me another baby, we could name her Evangelina.
Well, it's not going to happen. It cannot happen. Hello.
It can happen. We could adopt.
Yeah.
We could have a surrogate.
Of a surrogate.
Yeah, that's all the rage. Very trendy. Woo!
Is that all done in the lab or is that done mano a mano?
Well, some people do it. I know that they have done it the old-fashioned way just to save money.
Whoa.
We would not do it that way.
How do you know?
Because I'm saying, y'all need to get a back scratcher. Ooh, that's
Hello,
so good.
Carmen. Well, Carmen, Kelly will have to give you some laughs. We will see.
What Carmen asked for?
She said she wanted laughs.
No, good luck.
Why good luck? Why
Are
good
you
luck?
feeling particularly funny tonight?
You think I'm funny?
I said, are you feeling
You
particularly?
think I'm funny? Funny like a clown? You think I'm funny? Remember that from? Oh, you've never seen Goodfellas.
I've seen scenes, so I've probably seen.
Is
them.
Jana here in the room?
She was in our stereo.
Well,
asking if you would go on the Fat Guy Handbook podcast.
Where's Jana? Jana, I'm having one of these for you. You sent me a case of these. Jana sent me a case of these, guys, for those of you who didn't see the social medias.
Isn't that nice? I don't know when we got into this, everybody sending us presents thing. I think Alan must be soliciting.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I haven't been soliciting for gifts, so I don't get anything. Actually, that's not true. We got another box.
Angie Reno sent you 2 boxes of stuff.
Us. That's what I'm saying. I was joking that we actually do get stuff, but it's really not necessary.
You have mounds of stuff you've gotten free. Big.
I'm saying from our podcast.
Bachelor's chests.
I'm talking about from our podcast family. They don't have to feel obligated to sending us stuff. Do you not agree?
Sam, I am my man.
I mean, y'all can send us stuff if you want, but you don't have to feel obligated
my man. Rita, we do. It's on the website. It's an address.
What? Oh, to send us stuff?
Oh,
no.
yes. Okay, send it.
Alan.
Bring it in here. Bring it in here. No, you don't have to send us anything, but if you want to send us correspondence,
okay,
you can send us correspondence to that address. We also accept packages there. Big ones too. I've gotten packages there. I needed my truck to haul away.
Yeah, I don't need to do that.
Dime. Wait a minute. Whose birthday is it?
Whose birthday is it?
Today's not Sam's birthday, is it?
It's not Sam's birthday.
If it is, I'm
it?
the world's worst friend.
Is it Sam's birthday?
Is today Sam's birthday?
Oh, Sam.
Sam. Oh.
Is it? We should write that in the calendar so we remember it. Yep.
March 22nd?
Happy birthday, Sam.
Sam, I sent you something. I guess it hadn't got there yet. Happy birthday, Sam. From your world's worst friend.
Did you send it for his birthday or you just happened to send him something?
One Walter A. Evans.
Or are you going to send him something tomorrow?
No, there's something on the way. It's
really?
What'd been around like a month.
What is it?
I showed you.
I forgot. What is it?
Well, he's here. I don't want to be surprised.
Tell me what it is.
No.
Is that his favorite team?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Enjoy when it gets there.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff. That was your birthday present, Sam.
We're gonna have to sing happy birthday to Sam.
I look like a hot mess. I got caught in the rainstorm today. My girlfriend and I went to lunch. I could tell us on the podcast.
Dina has asked twice now, so I believe you should answer.
I can't see what.
Dina wants to know, Kellie, what vodka do you drink in your dirty martini?
Chopin. I was drinking Tito's, and then Alan and I went to a vodka tasting, which I'd never heard of such a thing, and it was determined at that point that I like Grey Goose as opposed to Tito's. Just in a taste test, I preferred Grey Goose, and then somebody introduced me to Chopin vodka, which is, I believe that's the preferred vodka of Heather McMahon that I do like. I wish she wouldn't cuss so much, but what are you going to do? And anyway, so I started drinking Chopin vodka, and I found that I don't have the hangovers like I used to get with other vodkas. So Chopin.
Hello, Sin Galvan.
I don't know how expensive it is.
Oh.
Sin was on the stereo with us.
Was she?
Mm-hmm. And she also bought us coffee.
I know.
That was really not necessary, but Sin, you're very
What
sweet.
does she do? How does she do that?
She Venmo'd me.
She Venmo'd you?
To give me coffee, buy us coffee.
Sin. All right. Sin, you got presidential status. It's been.
Is that finally what determined it?
Yeah, it's been bestowed upon you.
See, you're only encouraging people to keep buying you stuff when you only elevate people who give us stuff.
Well, no, when they do something like that, I feel obligated to give them presidential status.
Exactly, that's the point.
Well,
So
Sin, you got it. Sin, you got it.
Bribery will get you everywhere.
She should have got it last year when she met us in Austin.
I know. You weren't giving them out then.
Yeah.
Can we get started?
Well,
I mean, it's already, 7 after?
I don't know where to be.
It's 14 after. What? Oh, my God. It's quarter after. Let's get going. It's ridiculous.
Sid said, I didn't do it for that. I don't want it.
She doesn't want president.
She's refusing presidential status.
She wants it on her own merits and not because of a gift. I get it.
She declines it. Wow.
That's a slap in the face.
Wow, that's a slap in the face.
Right there.
The committee doesn't hand those out frivolously, okay? I mean, I can count on one hand. Hello, hand. I can count on one hand how many people have one. Angie Reno, Andrea Gullidge, Sam Dugan. Did I say Angie Reno?
Mm-hmm.
No. Angie Reno doesn't have one. Amy Wilkerson, Sam Dugan, Andrea Gullidge.
You just took Angie Reno's away?
I don't think
Is she in that room listening?
I don't think I've given Angie Reno one.
So the common denominator is all of those people Alan mentioned have given him gifts.
Yes.
All right, come on.
Hey, that's how the game is played, man.
That's not right.
No, because Melissa saw this buffoonery online and she goes, I refuse to play this game. I'm like, Melissa, you and Dave are grandfathered in. I've seen Areola. We vacationed together.
And there's a story behind that.
And I've mooned you in your own home. So you have presidential status. There you go. She didn't give me anything.
She gave you birthday party. No, not a birthday party. We went to her house for a party.
A surprise party.
And that was for you, wasn't it? Was that party for you?
I drew her a nice picture for her and Dave.
Oh, is this tit for tat? I mean, come on.
I'll give you a tit for tat.
This is ridiculous at this point.
I'll give you a tit for tat.
All right.
That's what I'll do. Okay, give me some.
Testing 1 2 1 2. Back to our regular broadcasting studio.
Back to the Rodecaster Pro Rode Class A servo biased preamp with Aphex onboard technology. Papa Woody, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Papa Woody, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Papa Woody.
You just banged into my knee.
Well,
where can I go?
Sorry.
Where can I go?
I'm a big man. I hope this is right.
God knows. We're going to find out the hard way. Are we both up to where we're supposed to be?
Hold on, I'm about to lurch.
Here we go.
Oh, jeez. Thanks, Jenna. All right.
Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin' back home. Do we call it the mothership or we just call it my office since I've overtaken it? I'm Kellie Rasberry Evans. This is my husband, former owner of said office, Alan Evans.
Hey, trade in the house. Back from the dead.
Back from the dead. Yes, my husband had a serious illness.
It was a serious
Thank you for all your prayers, because you prayer warriors pulled him through it.
They did. I saw prayer warriors online. They were talking about some kind of food line or something.
Yes. I forget what they call that. The food wagon or something.
Yeah.
The food chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was
still waiting on those meal deliveries. They just haven't shown up.
They talk a big game. Some of our listeners, they talk a big game.
I was looking forward to casseroles.
Yeah.
Ambrosia.
I got nothing. But that's okay. They had prayers. I got prayers.
We did get a lot. And that's, you know what? That's worth more than anything. But Alan's pulled through his illness. I'm sure he's going to go into great detail on this podcast.
I will go into great detail.
We're recording this on a very dark and stormy night in Plano, Texas. If you could see me right now,
God's country,
you could see I look like something that was rode hard and put up wet.
Whoa.
Because my girlfriend and I haven't seen her in a long time, Amy and I went to lunch today and we were catching up. And as we were catching up, the bottom dropped out. And so we're sitting there like neither one of us brought an umbrella. So we're going to just sit there and talk until the rain lets up enough for us to leave. While we're sitting there, the waitress finally comes up and says, "Do y'all mind if I go? My shift's over." We're like, "No, it's fine. Go." You know, we're just sitting there waiting for the rain to stop. Lunch hour's over. And we sat there. And finally we're like, we got to go for it. We got to make a run for it.
You ran?
We had to. Look at me. I'm a hot
What
mess.
kind of shoes did you have on?
I wore booties, my little low heel booties.
Oh, they were low heel? There's
pretty low
so
heel.
much trip potential when you start running in the rain.
There was. I was running heavy footed. You know how sometimes I wasn't trying to run light footed. I was trying to run plodding, because I thought if I really put I was plodding running, because if I'm plodding, you know, like really putting my weight down on each footstep running, shows you how graceful it was. I thought I'd have a better chance of not falling.
If I described you and your running style,
I don't run cute.
Using those words you just used,
I don't run cute anyway.
You'd be angry at me.
Plodding?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
plodding,
like, boom, boom,
heavy-footed,
boom.
lead-footed,
because I was afraid.
Flat-footed.
I was trying to do that because I was afraid if I was trying to be too quick, my feet would slip out from under me.
You weren't prancing like an impala?
It was not cute.
No?
It was not cute. And I was soaking wet. But that's happened to Amy and me on more than one occasion.
Maybe somebody's trying to tell y'all something.
I don't know. Many, many years ago, I have a wonderful job with the Kid Craddock morning show. Thank you.
Nationally
syndicated. And Madonna, remember when she was tell me na, 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 it's something that we do, and she decided she was a cowgirl.
I don't remember that one.
And she
Really?
Tell me. Yeah, she played the guitar and she decided she was a cowgirl.
Okay.
So she was going on tour, and I think it was Showtime.
There's nothing wrong with cowgirl.
Yeah. And they were going to show her concert on Showtime or something. I don't think it was HBO. So as part of the promotion, they sent me and a friend. I wasn't with Alan or anybody at the time. I was single. So I took Amy, my best friend Amy, and we went and we stayed at this hotel and we got a chance to tour. It was in Washington, D.C. I don't think I mentioned that. So while we're there, we're doing some touristy stuff, and we went to the Holocaust Museum, which is, oh my gosh, it's somber, it's sad, but you have to face history in order, something that needs to be seen when you're there. It's really sobering. But while we were at the Holocaust Museum, bottom dropped out. I've never seen rain of that. It was like a hurricane was passing through. That's how much rain was falling. And we're waiting, and they're getting ready to close the Holocaust Museum. We were like, we got to make a run for it. So we started running, and it was several blocks back to the hotel. And we finally made a dive under like one of these, you know how hotels have like places you can pull up and drive through. So it was like one of those areas. And we ran up under there, and immediately we smelled pee.
Ew.
And we went around the corner, and that's where they had set up like a soup kitchen area for homeless people.
Oh.
So we are standing in this torrential rain in the shelter.
Little split
like
pea
in a
soup
line.
Little split pea soup.
So we wait there for a while, and we're like, we gotta go again. So we started running again in the rain. By the time we got back to the hotel, we might as well have jumped into a swimming pool. We were completely soaked. It was so bad, we had to throw our shoes away. We had to throw them away.
Because they were soaking wet.
They were soaking wet. We were like flying back the next day.
Uh-huh.
There's no way we were going to pack waterlogged shoes.
Yeah.
We just had to throw them away.
So you got caught in a rainstorm. You got really wet.
Soaking wet. But that's the second time I've done that with Amy. Not to that degree. But you know what we did that night? We put on the hotel robes, and we curled up, and we watched Renee Zellweger in that movie where she was the British girl. What was it? Bridget Jones' Diary?
Oh, yes.
On the hotel movie.
Haven't
we
seen
had the
it.
best time. We were in our comfy robes. Girlfriends really do need to take more time to do stuff like that together.
See, if that was two dudes that did that, they'd watch like Airplane.
Or porn.
Wait a minute. Two dudes watching porn together?
I would think you would, because your wives wouldn't let you watch it at home.
Together?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Well, I mean, to each his own, but
I'll tell you my porn story real quick.
Let's hear it. I'd love to hear it. I want to hear it.
I won't say her last name. My friend Michelle, many years ago, before I got my job with Kid Craddock Morning Show. I was 27 when I got this job. So this is my early 20s. And she was getting married, and she was a virgin. And
you got to change your voice.
What? I can say virgin. She was a virgin. Anyway, we decided we're going to go to Myrtle Beach. And because I grew up in Florence, South Carolina, so we're going to drive down to Myrtle Beach, and we're just going to get a hotel room. We're going to do something spontaneous and wild, because she wasn't really having a bachelorette party. Nobody did that back then. So anyway, or if they did, we didn't, because she was a virgin. So anyway, we go from hotel to hotel in Myrtle Beach, and there is nothing available. Everything's sold out. And we finally found a hotel that said, we have this room, and it's not really considered a hotel room. It's like just like a bonus room. And it was basically like this long galley that had like sofas in it. So we could sleep on sofas. And we'd already come all this way. We're like, we'll take it.
No.
Anyway, so we get in the room, and we're flipping around. And, back then, I don't know if this is still the case, the porn channels were all staticky. Right, real staticky, where you could kind of make out what's going on, but not really.
Like Skinemax.
Yeah, but it's like they show you just enough through that fuzzy, snow.
You get the idea.
To give you the idea, so you'll buy it, right?
I guess.
This is so many years ago, y'all. This is like literally.
I don't know.
This is literally like 30 years ago.
I'm relying on you for my prom information.
So she's sitting there. She's so funny. My friend Michelle, hilarious. So she's like, she's never had sex before. So she's up there at the screen, squinting through the snow. Like, what are they doing? What are they doing? And we're laughing. We're just cutting the full. We're not watching porn, really, because it's all snow screen. So the next day we go to check out, and the guy at the counter gives us the bill, and we got charged for watching porn.
Oh, come on.
We got charged because we left the channel on for too long. They give you like, this is again 30 years ago. there's apparently you can only watch for like 30 seconds or something before they bill you. And we got billed for porn.
I'd have told him that's a bunch of crap.
What am I going to do?
We were trying to watch and it was all snow. I couldn't see anything.
We're so humiliated.
I'd have just fessed up and said, look, we were trying to have a little party and we couldn't see anything.
That's not. No, 2 girls watching porn in a hotel room.
You just thought it was okay for 2 dudes
to watch laughing. It together. We thought it was hysterical. But from what I understand, the wedding night went fine. But that's my porn story.
That's a good porn story, babe. I got a few too, but I can't tell them on the podcast.
No, that's probably for the best.
Yeah, well, but this podcast isn't going to be about porn.
No, that's the extent of porn talk.
It's not going to be about prawn. Oh, but you know what?
I've never told that story before.
That's a good story. I like it.
I've never told that story on the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
National Syndicated. Come here first on A Sandwich and Some Lovin'.
Is that a story I could tell on the Kid Craddock Morning Show?
Yeah.
That wasn't dirty, right?
I mean, it wasn't. We've told way dirtier than that on this thing.
I can't believe that's the first time I've ever told that story to anyone. I don't think I've ever told that.
Speaking of back to porn, Valentin Imperial.
Yeah, they have a couple of porn channels.
Free.
Yeah.
Comes with your room, guys.
And you don't know unless you're sitting there. I think the last time we went to Mexico, we didn't even turn on the TV the entire time.
We didn't turn it on the last time.
Typically, we don't.
Now, the time before.
We turned on the TV and we're flipping one night. Because when we went there the first time, we just went the 2 of us. And so we didn't have all of you wonderful people to hang out with and go to dinner with and stuff. So we'd go to the beach by ourselves. We'd go to the pool by ourselves. We'd go to dinner, just the 2 of us, and we go back to the room. And so we turn on the TV. But when we're all there together, we're partying so hard, we just want to go back in the room and go straight to bed. So we're flipping around. And apparently some of the higher channels is free porn. If that's enticement to get you to go with us on the family vacation.
And it's not,
there you go.
And it ain't fuzzy either.
No.
Full color.
Yeah.
4K, crystal clear, high definition.
Yeah, but it was.
What?
We didn't watch it.
Yeah, remember It
was stupid. It was stupid porn.
Yeah, Kellie wanted a plot. I said, what are you talking about?
It's like, what do they do? Well, I didn't mean to turn it there. And then it's there. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but you turned it there and then you didn't turn it off of there.
I was like, but is there a plot?
No, there's not a plot.
There's not.
I know what the plot is.
I thought there'd be like a little bit of, romance.
Oh, yeah. Romance.
Anyway.
Yeah, there's romance.
They don't put that in the brochure, but it's an option for you.
Yeah.
That's your thing.
Okay. Well, this podcast is 11 minutes in.
Yeah.
And we're talking about all this. We need to
cleanse our palates.
Yes, we need to cleanse our palates. Here's what we're going to talk about on this podcast. We're going to get caught up on our correspondence. We're going to put a bow around. We've RV tripped them to death.
Really about the RV trip. It's about your health and wellness.
Yes. And we have a lot of correspondence to go through, which will get us into discussing a few things. And if we have time, you have a bit.
Yeah, but let's not tease it in case we don't get to it.
All right.
It'll be good. We're not even going to tell you what it is. Anyway, now look, so Alan and I did just get back from our RV trip. First time for me. And honestly, it was a lot better than what I had anticipated. Thankfully, Alan had done it before. But let's just say you're flying blind and you don't know what you need to pack. You don't know what you need to do. Well, listen, if you can zip it, fold it, inflate it, pack it, backcountry.com is the place you need to go because Backcountry sells all the gear, everything you could need for any outdoor and some indoor adventures. But they have gearheads. And they are the experts that can tell you exactly what you need because Backcountry was founded by a former Olympian. And because he knows how important it is to know what you're buying. You can go into any sporting goods store and you got some kid working minimum wage. They don't know. They're just there. There's like, here, just take this one. These are experts.
Nothing wrong with working minimum wage.
There's not. But I'm telling you, there's something about you want knowledge behind your purchases.
That is true.
And they have everything from Patagonia to Yeti to Big Agnes to Santa Cruz bicycles. Backcountry.com has thousands of your favorite brands and products for every outdoor adventure. And not sure where to start, let's say on camping gear or skis or maybe a transitional jacket because, I know some people are still going skiing. So maybe you need a heavier jacket. Some of us, that weird weather where it's kind of chilly, kind of warm. You never know what the weather's doing. You can ask for help at backcountry.com and you won't just get some outdoor hobbyist. Backcountry gearheads are the experts who can give you a master class in the great outdoors. Anything from providing you to a detailed packing list for your next summit or RV trip, to gift recommendations for your outdoorsy friend, to what jacket would work for you. Alan had a great experience with your own gearhead, didn't you?
I sure did. Well, I got a Stetson hat from Backcountry. I got a Patagonia jacket, a Patagonia vest, and I got some saddlebags for my bike.
That's where you got the advice.
I had to talk to a gear because I don't know anything about buying saddlebags for a bike. He said, first of all, they're called panniers. And I'm like, wow, I had no idea.
That either.
And he told me what fit for my bike. And I was out the door. I needed that gearhead to fit me for those panniers.
And it worked well.
And
everything
worked perfectly.
Everything Backcountry sells is the highest quality, but the Backcountry gearheads are really what makes the difference. They're available 24/7 by phone, email, or chat for product recommendations and really hard-won, hard-earned advice.
So go to backcountry.com/sandwich and enter promo code sandwich to get 15% off your first full-priced purchase. Some exclusions apply. Go right now and get 15% off at backcountry.com/sandwich and enter promo code sandwich. That's backcountry.com/sandwich. And don't forget to enter that promo code. What is it, babe? Love Backcountry.
I love sandwiches.
Yeah, you do.
I'll tell you who makes a good sandwich is Connie Rasberry.
Yeah. Amelia,
It's a good sandwich.
Amelia Evans can make a good one too.
As Alan has said, any sandwich is better as long as someone else is making it for you. And that's the truth.
The food's always better when someone else is making it.
It just tastes different. But my mama can take white bread, mayonnaise, salt and pepper, meat, but she also adds lettuce and tomato. And maybe I sometimes leave off the cheese. I don't eat the cheese. But it's just the best sandwich ever. What is your mama's specialty sandwich?
My mom used to make me really good BLTs.
Yeah.
And that's still my favorite sandwich. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, our mothers make the best sandwiches.
A BLT is so easy, but classic.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. You know what else is so good?
What?
All these letters.
Let's get to them.
You want to read a few?
Please.
Okay.
See, the thing about, you can submit your letters to us at any time. The email address is podcast@kellyandalan.com. The beauty of this is Alan's the only one that sees them. I don't know how to access that email account, but he shares them with me. So when he's reading them to you, he's reading them to me for the first time too.
That's right. Okay. This is one I've been meaning to read for a while. This first letter is from one of our very best customers, Angie Reno. Subject, meeting. Good afternoon, Alan and Kellie. Just wanted to drop you a note to say thank you for a great weekend full of lots of laughs and memories made I won't soon forget. She's referring to the meetup event we had at Oak.
Oh, yeah.
And this was 3 weeks ago? A month ago?
Something like that, yeah.
About a month ago?
Yeah, time flies. You forget.
My husband, Wade, truly thought I had lost my mind when I told him I wanted to go to Dallas for the weekend to meet Kellie, who I have been listening to since 1492.
Oh, and Alan.
And love and admire. And her crazy fun, not chopped liver husband, Alan. Being the great husband that Wade is, he said, yes, babe, whatever you want to do.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, and did I mention that I canceled our hotel reservation and decided we needed to crash at a stranger's house?
Oh, Bad Influence
By
Jeff.
the name of Bad Influence Jeff? Yeah, that's me. Lots of laughs. And all sweet Wade said to me was, if that's what you want to do, let's do it.
It's a crazy adventure.
Crazy adventure.
It was.
Listen to this.
Spontaneous.
Never in a million years could I have honestly imagined how much I would thoroughly have enjoyed myself. We decided to head out on Friday and be a part of the pre-party shenanigans. After getting through the awkwardness of walking into Jeff's beautiful home at 10 p.m., and the folks there for the pre-meetup were happily 4 hours into adult beverages and a good time. Right. We were met and welcomed by some of the most amazing people that I will no doubt be friends with for a long time. Was I there?
Yes.
I was. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Angie. Two beautiful ladies I got to visit with for a while were Mel and Sarah. Mel, well, there are not enough kind words, and she's talking about Melanie Shaw Lansford. There are not enough kind words I can say about this truly amazing, beautiful, light-up-the-room lady. To know her is to love her. I swear she just radiates love and goodness from her little body.
Within 2 minutes of meeting Mel, you're going to hear, I love you.
Yeah, she's gonna
love you.
Yes. Me and Mel, we said a prayer together that night.
She's so sweet.
Me and Mel, we had
we
had a little counseling session together. Sarah, that precious lady, will be my friend for a long time. We had so much fun, and the kindness that you and Kellie showed to my husband and I mean, wow, I feel truly blessed to have gotten to meet you both and call you friends. And I can't thank Jeff enough for letting us crash at his place.
Isn't that crazy?
And feel like part of the family. And Jeff's beautiful girlfriend, KK, was just amazing. I mean, I can go on and on and on. On Saturday, we got to meet Katie as she decided to stay at Jeff's with us as well. Katie Kreller. And she was a doll. And then we headed to Oak and met so many wonderful and fun people. I would be embarrassed to try to name them all. From the Louisiana girls that took a road trip for the weekend to Kara and her hubby Todd, and Robin and her husband Big.
Cheeks are hurting from laughing.
I mean, seriously, so many wonderful people. I truly believe they were all so wonderful because of the two of you.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow, that's very nice. I just wanted to send you all a note and say thank you. Thank you from her age, old lady that needs this weekly podcast. Some weeks I just need something to look forward to when all of your kids grow up and leave the nest. You find yourself with only a few friends left.
Aww.
I needed these new friends, and I love being part of this amazing family. I look forward to the next get together. Keep doing what you're doing and being the amazing people you both are. So many of us love and adore you both. Love, Angie.
That's so sweet.
How nice is that?
Where does Angie live? Do you know what city she's in?
It's not in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I forgot the name of the city. Angie?
Where you live, Angie?
Angie's in the auditorium. She'll send us a electronic message.
Angie's getting ready to start a podcast.
She is. You should check out Angie's podcast.
Let us know when that's ready to go.
I believe she's calling it Living on a Prayer.
Living on a Prayer.
The Living on a Prayer podcast. Okay.
I believe is Sin helping her get that launched?
I believe Sin is the marketing, the chief marketing officer.
Not in our presidential club.
No, she declined. I bestowed upon her presidential status, and she says, I don't want it. And I'm like, well, okay.
Well, she's got other obligations.
Yeah.
She doesn't feel like she can fulfill her duties in the presidential.
Okay, Sin, it might be 2032 by the next time I hand one to you, but whatever. It's all good. No, we love Sin. Okay, the next letter is from Jenny. Subject, Sunless Tanner.
That's what I use.
Hi, A-Train. So Kellie gave a Sunless Tanner recommendation on the podcast. I can't find it. I've been binge listening to y'all for the last 2 weeks. I'm not sure which episode it was, but I think she gave an expensive recommendation and a cheaper option. Love you both from Kansas. Sounds like you guys had a great RV trip. Looking forward to Kellie back on Kid Nation.
I used to use Mermaid $1 Million Tan or something, but the last bottle I got from them was a little crazy. But I like the Saint Tropez, ST Saint Tropez, TROPEZ. You get a big bottle. It's in the world, but it lasts a long time. And for me, I'm very, very fair. So one coat is enough for me. Some people I know like to tan their entire bodies. I don't do that. I just kind of do my legs because my legs are so white. They're almost pale blue. And Alan can vouch for that. They are like so white, but like my arms, they're so bad.
Snow white.
So bad. So, but the thing I've learned too over the years is to get a mitt. If you get a tanning mitt, that helps. Because I used to do it with my hands. You have to scrub your hands really good to get the tan off, and it didn't always work. The mitt has made a tremendous improvement. So you could try that. And the really cheaper version, I believe L'Oreal. I want to say L'Oreal makes the cheaper one, but if I have my druthers, I'd rather use the Saint Tropez. I actually found some if you ever go to Home Goods, or not Home Goods, TJ Maxx, which is part of Home Goods, they have a beauty section and they have a lot of and I found a small can of the Saint Tropez. It was cheaper that way, but that was a rare find. But I get them on Amazon. I gave my mom some because my mother, same thing. She just wanted to, if you don't want to not wear hose, my mother's in her 70s now, but she's like, she wants a little color on her legs. She loved it. Saint Tropez.
Okay.
There you go.
Good information there, young Kellie Rasberry Evans. All right. This next letter is from Jessica. Jessica says, hi, Kellie and Alan.
Hi.
Subject is names. I listen to your podcast regularly and recently started listening to your podcast from the beginning.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whoa. That's a lot of podcast content.
I don't even want to do that.
Initially started listening about a year ago and started with current episodes. My husband and I do not share any days off together, so you two help me not feel lonely during the day.
Aww.
On episode 29.
What were we talking about?
I can't remember what I did yesterday. On episode 29, you were talking about the nightmare it was to change your name back in 2017. My husband and I got married on February 29th, 2020. So they'll only celebrate a wedding anniversary once every 4 years. Within weeks, the world shut down. I still have not changed my name because of all the buildings to do so are closed down. The only way to change it is to mail my license and marriage certificate. Not going to do that. Mm-hmm. I still plan on changing it eventually and not excited about the process. LOL. Also, I'm 5 months pregnant.
Yay!
We found out next week if we're going to be having a boy or a girl.
Oh, they're going to find out.
Well, that's their prerogative.
That's right.
That's not what I would choose.
That's
not what I would do.
That's my choice.
But I'm not them. So, yep. We found out next week if we're going to be having a boy or a girl. On this latest podcast, you talked about popular baby names. Our top boy and girl name made your podcast list.
Oh, good.
For a boy, it'll be Noah.
Mm-hmm.
And if it is a girl, it'll be Isla, like island without the N.
So it is Isla. We were like, is it Isla or Isla?
Isla. Thanks for always making me laugh and smile. Wish I could go on the upcoming trip this summer, but I'll be about a month shy of becoming a mom. Yeah, that'd be a drag.
That'd be no bueno. You don't want to be the only sober one.
Not around us.
Yuck, no, there's nothing worse
than buffoonery and
being the only sober one.
Yuck monkeys and everybody's drunker and cooter brown. You don't want to be there.
No bueno.
There's always next year. We live up the road from you guys and definitely plan on stopping in for some barbecue at Oat. All the best, Jessica.
Yay, Jessica.
Or Jessica. She says, P.S. Will Alan still answer anything? The answer is yes. If I want to.
Did she ask you something?
No, I guess she just wanted to know if I will.
Ask Alan anything. Oh my gosh, we forgot about that. Maybe we'll do that in a future podcast.
My bits get forgotten. Yours become real popular.
Yeah.
Kellie claps back. One of the most fabulous, highest rated bits we do.
Yeah.
Ask Alan anything. I forgot we even did it.
Yeah, I did too. But we remember the jingle at least. That was catchy.
Right.
Because it sounds a lot like
love letters to Kellie. Yeah, it does kind of sound like that.
It sounds exactly like that.
Yeah. That even has its own podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
With Robert Ehrman. You want to do something or keep going?
I'll do whatever you want, honey. You're the captain of my ship.
Let's do another one, Gilligan. How about subject road trip?
Why can't I be Ginger?
This one's from Elaine, subject road trip. Hello, Kellie and Alan.
Hello.
I wanted to tell y'all how much I enjoy your podcast. It's my drive or die for my road trips by myself. Y'all help fill the time in my car when I visit my daughter away at college. Oh, okay.
That's nice.
Thankfully, the drive is all back roads, and usually there's not a soul in sight, or they would think I was crazy. Y'all always make me laugh. I'll be in the Dallas area in April for about 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, coming up real soon. What are some musts that I should see and places to eat? My cousin will be visiting for the first time. Dallas is on our bucket list. Any recommendations are welcome. Thanks. Hope y'all survived the road trip, and I can't wait to hear all about it. Elaine from Evans, Georgia. Evans, Georgia.
How about that? I've been getting this question more and more. People are slipping into my DMs, like on Instagram and stuff, and asking me this question. We must have a lot of people road tripping, I guess, because flying is out of the question for so many right now. I mean, some of the obvious things to do when you come to Dallas, and I'll be honest, I have lived here now 27 years this May, and I have not done it. And I want to do this, Alan.
What's that?
The 6th Floor Museum.
I've done that.
I've never done that.
It's very interesting.
When I first moved to Dallas, you're driving around kind of getting to know the city. And I drove through Dealey Plaza. I didn't realize I was driving through Dealey Plaza. And suddenly you're hit with, I know where I'm at. It's like suddenly it washes over you. It's where Kennedy, got shot. That's unfortunately one of the things Dallas is known for. But you just suddenly like, oh my gosh, I'm here. And there's so many tourists there. And they actually there's like one tour that actually puts you in the same kind of car he was in. They do that kind of morbid stuff. But I want to go to the Sixth Floor Museum. So that might be a stop for you if you're into history. I think it's very interesting. And then really close to that, we have a great aquarium in Dallas. The zoo is good. I don't know if you want to do that kind of stuff, though. It just depends on what your tastes are. The zoo is good. The Fort Worth Zoo is really great too. I like the Dallas Zoo because the enclosures are a little bit smaller, so you have a better chance to have a closer interaction with the animals. Bishop Arts District is really great for eclectic shopping and dining, like these little tiny boutique kind of restaurants, if that makes sense, a boutique restaurant. Is that a thing? Anyway.
Sure.
Bishop Arts District is great. If you are really into, taking pictures for your Instagram, the Arboretum is gorgeous. And on the weekends, they have like tea. You can make reservations. They serve you little tea sandwiches and tea. And it's really cool. Like you might see somebody like Laura Bush there because she and, the former president live here. North Park Mall's pretty fancy for shopping.
Good shopping there.
What else would you recommend, honey?
I would say roll on over to the
Oaked barbecue, of course.
Get some oaked barbecue, craft cocktails, homemade desserts, homemade sides, Wagyu beef. Mm-hmm. Yeah, best barbecue in Dallas.
Yeah, among your stops.
Is that Oaked Barbecue?
Yeah,
in Dallas. OakedBBQ.com.
Okay.
Fort Worth. Roll on over to Fort Worth. Check out Billy Bob's. They're always. If you're into country music, there's always.
They still have a mechanical bull.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's just a sight. I mean, the people watching over there is great. You want to see real cowboys, you go to Fort Worth. You don't go to Dallas. So.
Yeah, it's really a much more laid back vibe. It's about an hour's drive for you.
A lot of cool shops over there by Billy Bob's too. Just a lot of neat Texas stuff over there if you want to see all that. You
got to go have some good Tex-Mex. I suggest it's just easy. I mean, there's a lot of little hole in the wall places, but I think you can't go wrong with Mi Cocina, only because, especially when in Highland Park Village, because that's where you go to see and be seen, and it's kind of fun. It's like in the Beverly Hills section of Dallas called Highland Park, with all the bougie boutiques. But Mi Cocina is a good choice too for Tex-Mex. There you go.
Good.
Okay, that helps some.
Good. Kellie, the Dallas Visitors Bureau.
Apparently so.
Member.
Maybe we should do a blog post just for if you're coming to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, these are some of our recommended sites. That way we can just start sending people to that. Maybe I'll start working on that.
Why don't you start working on that?
I know. I was supposed to blog during the RV trip, and y'all check the blog. You aren't going to find one.
Oh, I tried to get her, guys. I tried to get her to blog.
It's so hard.
I tried to get her to post on social media so you knew what was going on.
I did. I posted from our RV trip every day.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
You did. Okay, next letter. The subject is vacation. This one's from Brooke. Hi, Kellie and Alan.
Hi.
It was so nice to meet you at the podcast dinner, Alan. I wanted to say hello to Kellie, but I didn't want to interrupt her.
Aww.
I just had a quick vacation question. That's because I was kind of usually at the thing. I was just kind of standing there by myself.
That's not true.
And you were there surrounded by people.
That's not true. Y'all don't listen to that. That's not true.
I just had a quick vacation question. Have y'all ever swam with the whale sharks or gone to the Mayan ruins? Will the new vacation goers get to be a part of the Facebook group? Have a great day, Brooke.
I have not swum. I have not swum with the whale sharks. My daughter has with her dad when they went on vacation, and she loved it. So she loved that. I have been to some of the ruins, and let me tell you, it is hot. And the mosquitoes are kamikaze mosquitoes. I have never experienced anything like it in my life. Mosquitoes are not attracted to me. Alan can tell you. We'll be in the backyard. There's something about my skin, the way I taste, the pheromones or whatever I'm giving off. I don't attract mosquitoes.
And I'm getting eaten alive.
But at the ruins, I've never seen anything like it. They not only bite you, I was wearing a denim jacket. They were biting through my clothes to get to me. We're walking through, you're just swatting, and there's no amount of bug spray they don't care. They must have built up some sort of immunity. That's my advice on the ruins. And you know what? When we go to the resort, Alan and I don't leave. We don't do the excursions. I do seem to remember a couple of people.
Some people did. Yeah.
And you can arrange those through the hotel. They have so many options for you. If you want to go do it, fine. If you don't have to.
Hey, Kelly.
It's not included.
Hey,
you have to pay extra for that.
Hey, I just popped on here. Hey, man.
Who is this?
Hey, man.
President Trump?
Hey, man. No, this is your boss.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was Zach for a minute, too. I can't tell.
Kelly, you know all these people, they want to do all these excursions. You know, they want to go do excursions and all these things where they could get hurt. Hey, man.
Are you sure that's the boss?
I'm doing the best I can. Hey, man. You know, they're going to have to sign a waiver. You know that,
yes,
right? Okay.
Yes.
Hey, man. And you guys
everybody signs a waiver.
None of you assholes are going on the vacation unless you sign a waiver. Okay? Hey, man. All right. Hey, man.
Y'all can go excursion all you want. You just will not be excursioning
after you sign a waiver
with Kelly and Alan. Because we don't do that. We did that on our honeymoon. We did all the excursions. We jumped in cenote. Well, Alan jumped in cenotes.
No, that wasn't at Fountain Imperial.
That was on our honeymoon. I said we've done the excursions.
Oh, yeah.
But the same excursions. Every resort goes to the same spots. And I did the zip lining. We did the cenote tour. You can do all that stuff, and you can have all the fun. You can go horseback riding on the beach in some places. Have at it.
Brooke, the last thing you'll ever catch this guy, what has two thumbs and is never going to jump in the water with a whale shark? This guy.
Yeah, you.
I am not swimming
Emma
with.
Kellie did it.
Awesome.
She loved it.
I'm glad she loved it. This guy, I don't swim with anything bigger than me. I am out on that. I'm out on the deep water, and I'm out on a whale shark. I don't want to be swimming with some big, ugly whale shark. He's got a mouth that's bigger than I am. And don't give me the he eats plankton, he eats little fish.
They're not that big.
I'm out.
That big.
I'm out.
They're not as big as whales.
It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Well, they're not that big.
They're huge. They're huge.
Well, not the ones I saw with Emma Kellie.
They are enormous whale sharks.
Maybe there were baby whale sharks.
There are baby whale. Well, there's baby everything. But yeah, there's baby whale. I am not swimming with any whale sharks. If you want to swim with whale sharks, go for it. This is another thing I don't understand. People put on flippers and they go jumping in the salt water. It is akin to somebody putting on a zebra suit and then sprinting across the Serengeti.
Is it akin?
Yes, it's the same thing.
Have you ever used the word akin in your life?
I just did.
It's your first time. I was very proud to be there for that moment.
Okay, I got that off my chest.
I'm glad you did. Thank you, Brooke. And hopefully you'll be going with us.
I'm not putting fins on, and I'm not being fish food.
Nobody's worried about you. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
It was like me at Oak. Nobody was worried about me. It was like Kelly and this halo of 5 people deep, and nobody could get to her. And then Brooke was able to say hello to me because I was standing there by myself.
All right, Alan. Cry me a river. Hey, listen, let Alan distract himself for a moment and put those thoughts out of his mind by reminding him what a comfortable bed we're going to be crawling into tonight.
Comfortable.
Now, if you sleep with a comforter, you're looking for one thing. And what is that, Alan?
Brooklinen.
Comfort from Brooklyn.
And comfort, yes.
But if you're not cozy,
I panicked.
You need something better. And Brooklinen has a collection of comforters and other home essentials so you can live and lead your most comfortable life. Alan always teases me about how much I love comfort. I'm like, who doesn't love comfort? Everybody loves comfort. And that's the whole basis of Brooklinen. They create beautiful, high quality bedding and home essentials, working directly with manufacturers, cutting out the middleman to give you a fair price with no markups. Their comforters come in different weights: lightweight, all season, ultra warm if you're really cold natured, to suit every type of sleeper and lifestyle. They even have weighted comforter option for stress relief. I've not tried the weighted option, but I'm very curious. If you have, let me know. They also offer a variety of materials, including an eco-friendly recycled down alternative. A lot of people don't like to sleep with real down because it causes them to get all stuffy nose. You don't have to worry about that with this down alternative from Brooklinen. And their comforters happen to pair perfectly with their sheets, their pillows, and their duvet covers. There is a reason Brooklinen has over 75,000 five-star reviews and counting. We love slipping into the luxury of our Brooklinen sheets and towels in our bathroom. We just are huge fans.
Huge fans. I used a towel today. So treat yourself to the ultimate comfort with Brooklinen's Comforter Collection. Go to brooklinen.com and use promo code Kellie. Okay, Kellie to get $25 off with a minimum purchase of $100. That's Brooklinen, BROOKLINN.com, and enter promo code Kellie, KELLIE, for $25 off with a minimum purchase of $100. That's brooklinen.com.
What's that promo code?
Kellie.
Yay! I still want that t-shirt.
KE.
Promo code Kellie.
LL.
It's my favorite.
IE.
That's why Brooklyn is my favorite sponsor, because they use promo code Kellie.
Do you think the Brooklyn and marketing people,
they don't like you?
Well, do you think no, serious question. Do you think like they think it's like really your podcast and you're
just along for the ride?
Well, I'm kind of like maybe like one of the guys who mixes the sound and stuff, and every once in a while I just pop on.
Yes. That's exactly what I think.
We didn't talk about my illness. Do that at the end?
I was waiting for you. I mean, it's your story to tell.
Well, let's just do that real quick. We'll take a break from doing letters. Yeah, so I got so Kellie and I on the RV trip, we passed out the first night with the door open, every window open.
We'd been on Fredericksburg's Main Street imbibing a little, so we just came back. And I said, I'm going to take a little nap. Next thing I know, we're out.
And Kellie going through the change, like her furnace burns at 1,000 degrees all the time.
And Alan's very supportive of it.
So Kellie brings basically a sheet. That's all we had.
I brought a sheet, a cotton blanket, and the quilt my granddaddy Earl made.
And don't think the granddaddy Earl quilt is some big, thick, fluffy quilt. Guys, it's as thin as this sheet of paper. Okay.
It is warm because you layer.
Okay. So I had these 3 tiny layers. I'm curled up in the fetal position the next morning. It had to be 40 degrees in the RV.
It was comfortable under those layers.
When I woke up, I could feel.
It wasn't that day.
I could feel my throat burning.
You're wrong. It was when we got to Corpus Christi when you started having
I could feel my throat burning.
Because in Corpus Christi, we got there and we just had a bad run of luck with weather. It was like a fog, a mist that was just covering everything because we were right there on the beach. And so we went to bed that night. We didn't want to run the air conditioner all night because the breeze was really blowing. And it was that misty salt air that made you have the sore throat. You were fine in Fredericksburg.
Well, I don't know what made me have it, but I had it.
You got it in Corpus.
And then it just got kind of progressively worse. But I didn't chip the listener. We did 2 podcasts. We did a stereo. But then I got back to Dallas. And
you were feeling worse and worse.
I was feeling worse and worse.
You had hot toddies. Remember we went to Dobbs?
Yeah,
and those helped.
And then I was so beat down. I said, Kellie, can you please go get me some NyQuil? So she runs out the night that we got home. So I tried NyQuil for a night. The next night I was feeling even worse. And I'm thinking, oh no, I hope this isn't something really bad, right? So it was 8:45 at night, and I ran over to Care Now. They close at 9. They were real thrilled to see me. So I go stumbling in, and she asked me what was going on. And I said, well, I was traveling, and I think it's because I slept and I got too cold one night, and I think it's just a cold, but why don't you test me for everything? So they tested me for COVID, for flu, and for strep. Mm-hmm. So she did the COVID. I got 2 swabs up each nose. Each
nostril.
Each nostril. The flu was 1, but it went up higher, like almost behind my eye. Yeah. And then the strep, she did the swab on the back of my throat, back on my tonsils.
Gagging and snorting.
I was gagging, coughing, heaving,
There's
lurching.
Gotta be a better way.
Eyes watering.
There's got to be a better way.
And she's like, I'm sorry. I'm just like, that's okay. I'll be all right.
You think because it was 8:45, she shoved it a little harder than she should have?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So then I just sat in there on my duff because, of course, my phone runs out of power, so I can't tell you what's going on.
I'm trying to find it. He has 0 power. Do you not have a power cord in your car that you could at least charge it on the way?
Not that night.
Completely out of power. So I have no idea what's going on.
Right. So I sat there on my duff for about 15 minutes. She comes back and says, good news, negative COVID, negative flu, negative strep. You, sir, have a severe sinus infection. And I go, okay, well, that makes sense. I'm glad I'm really sick too, because I was doing this podcast we do. my listeners were making fun of me.
No, they weren't. They were praying for you.
Oh, that's what I had, a sinus infection. So she gave me an antibiotic, which, guys, I don't know, is this everybody?
Some people react differently.
But an antibiotic kills bacteria in your body, right? Well, it kills like the good bacteria in your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you can't keep anything in your stomach.
Well, you couldn't.
No, I couldn't.
I don't remember having diarrhea after an antibiotic, but maybe I did, and I just don't remember. But, I'm chronically constipated, so.
Well, I had chronic diarrhea.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
But you feel better now.
Oh, and she gave me a steroid, and she gave me some high power cough thing, pain reliever or something. Mm-hmm. So I took all that. 2 days later, I'm a new man.
There you go.
Except my throat's still a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% A-train. It's kind of like
sound a little
90% A-train.
Yeah, you sound a little still. Your voice isn't completely back.
Okay, so there you go. In case you were wondering, and you probably weren't, but
yeah, they were.
That's what happened.
Everybody's concerned.
Okay, the next one is from Jennifer. Subject, none. Okay. I was too nervous to realize I left the subject blank last time. LOL. First of all, I got a room for the trip, even though it was sold out. Our travel agent was able to secure her a room.
Okay, well, the packages that she
we need to mention that.
Yeah, the packages she had sold out. There are still rooms available, just not that particular package, right?
Right. There should still be rooms available, but the package we were offering,
that one's gone. But there's other. She can still get you a deal.
She probably get you a swim up room. There's
all sorts of stuff.
Bigger suites.
It's a huge resort.
There's smaller suites. Yeah. Even though it was sold out. And is Wednesday good for you guys for our vows renewal ceremony?
Oh,
Wednesday.
We're going to be there.
Is that good?
It's fine with me.
Okay. The hotel is wanting a date. And, hope you're okay with this. Can Alan perform the ceremony?
That means you're going to have to stay sober.
I heard he was ordained.
You are, but you got to be sober at least for that day.
Okay, here's the deal.
Are you ordained in Mexico? Does that matter?
Well, this is. Oh, sure.
It's a renewal.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, so you don't have to.
They're already married.
Yeah, so it's not like a legally binding thing.
Right. But she says, I heard he was ordained. That is true.
Yeah.
I am ordained. I will be wearing a flesh-colored Speedo that says cocky on the front, says show stealer on the ass.
But not at your vow.
And I will be wearing my clergy badge clipped to the front of said Speedo.
No, he will not.
Also, we paid for however many people from the podcast want to come.
You paid?
We paid? Wow. Okay. So super excited. And I promised Kelly only 10 minutes of crying, maybe. Jennifer.
Well, I hate for her to put out a lot of money, but we're all coming.
So guys, we're gonna do some renewals in Mexico.
Yeah, just let us know. We'll make that happen.
Yeah, we'll figure it all out, Jennifer. We've got time. I'd be happy to do that if that's what you want me to do. I can't guarantee that I'll have all my wits about me.
He will stay sober. Have the early in the day.
Yeah. No, she'll probably want to do it late though, because better pictures late. I tell you what, if it's late in the day,
you're really risking it.
If it's early,
if you have all of our podcast family stumble out of the pool for your vow renewals at sunset, it ain't gonna be pretty. Can you imagine the buffoonery?
If you do it early in the day, Jennifer, you will have one Reverend Walter A. Evans doing your ceremony. If you do it late in the day, you will have the amazing Alonzo, A-Train, the blue ribbon winner of Bota. He will be doing your ceremony.
I don't know.
So which one do you want?
I mean, she could always do the vow renewal and then take pretty pictures later.
True.
Because sunset's going to be late, right?
Yeah.
We'll do whatever you want because it's your special day.
It's your special day.
We're just leaning toward earlier for your own sake.
Yeah, really.
Oh my God. Can you imagine all of us? Hey, everybody, it's time for the vow removal.
God.
Let's go. Renewal. Let's go. Here we all come with our shots of tequila. Because as soon as you say I do, shots.
Everybody's got their Sandwich and Lovin hats on.
We're going to have to bring Chad.
Yeah, the floaty Chad.
Somebody will be wearing Chad.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody all red and sunburned.
With all of our bread hats on.
Yeah.
What does your hat mean? You love carbs?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Be prepared.
You love bread?
Everyone's going to ask you that. Then, see, the genius of that is you pitch the podcast.
That's right. And then suddenly everybody wants the hat.
Oh, they want that hat.
I can't wait. That's fun. On our first podcast family trip, we had a honeymooning couple. We had a surprise 30th birthday celebration. So that was really fun. We had a lot of fun.
Okay. You want to do one more and then let's evaluate our position in the universe?
Yeah, we're going to have to wrap up. We're not going to have time to get to the stuff I teased.
Are we not?
No, we'll have to save it.
How long is it?
I mean, my gosh, Alan, it's a long bit. It's long.
Oh, it's a long bit?
Yeah, it'll take a while to get through it. So let's save that.
Is there any other random story we can tell? Anything else happened to us? Okay, you think about that. Okay, this next letter is from Jennifer. Oh, another Jennifer. Subject, none. Hello, Alan and Kellie.
Oh, you got top billing.
I'm such a huge fan of you both, and I've thought of emailing before, but I just didn't really have anything to say other than I love you guys. So, love you guys.
Love you.
But I had to share the funniest conversation I had with my 9-year-old son on the way home from school today. I listen to the podcast most of the time. We're in the car going to and from activities. Well, I get that, Jennifer. I listen to podcasts too, going to and from activities. Mm-hmm. And he's asked before what the sandwich plus a heart means.
There you go. Back to the hats.
To which I'm sure I gave some generic, vague answer. After all, I didn't want to be lewd. But today, the following conversation went down. Kid. Mom, do you know what a sandwich plus Lovin equals? Me. No, Riley, but it doesn't equal anything. That's just the name of the show. Kid. No, but do you know what it equals? I made it up. You have to guess. Me. Okay, what does a sandwich plus some Lovin equal? Kid. It equals a love sandwich.
Aww.
The kind where you take a bun, some cheese, meat, and love, and you get a great big love sandwich.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's pretty cute. This made me laugh today, and I hope it gives you guys a chuckle as well. I'm one of your very best customers. And one of these days, I absolutely plan to either come on the podcast vacation, or if I'm ever in Texas, it will be to come to Oak or visit the Kid Craddock Moore Show. Love you guys big. Jennifer.
Well, Jennifer, please let us know when you come so we can make an arrangement to be there as well.
Hashtag biggest fan from Booger Hollow.
Booger Hollow. Where's Booger Hollow?
I do not know the answer to that.
Is that one of the places you gave out in your list of places with funny names?
Probably.
How many podcasts ago?
Yeah, we did that bit, didn't we?
Yeah. We've done so much. I'm afraid we're going to start repeating ourselves, which is the danger. Because how many podcasts, what episode is this? 300
we're
and something?
We're not going to do that.
But what is this podcast? 300 and something?
313.
Yeah, it's 313. So there is the danger of us repeating ourselves at some point.
We come up with all original content.
Well, we think it's original because we're like, oh, we haven't talked about this before. And we talked about that
I never
before.
rely on any of our listeners for any of the content.
But I know I never told my porn story before tonight. That was a new one. That was prime, fresh content.
That was good.
All right. I'll tell you this. I went online recently and I left a 5-star review for our new mattress, our Helix mattress.
Oh, love that mattress.
I truly don't think there has been a day since we got this Helix mattress that Alan doesn't say to me, he's really good about making the bed. Every morning we got the Helix king size bed.
Yes.
Takes a little longer than making a queen. You'd be surprised. But seriously, every day, what do you say?
I love this mattress.
We love this mattress so much.
I love this bed.
We were skeptical. I'll tell you the truth. We were skeptical because we'd never ordered a mattress online before. But with Helix, you go to their website and you take a quiz. It takes just a couple minutes. I let Alan handle that part. What kind of questions do they ask you on the quiz?
Well, that kind of some general questions: your height, your weight, your preferred sleeping position. How do you start sleeping? How do you finish sleeping? Those types of things. So
answering a few questions, could they really be that accurate? I'm going to tell you what, they said for us, we need they recommended the Dusk Luxe. So we went with it. Said, okay, we'll take your recommendation. It comes in a box. You're like, how do they get a king size mattress in that box? But you open the box up and the whole mattress just kind of unrolls and then inflates because they kind of like, what's the word? Dehydrated? Is that a word? I don't think that's the word, but they suck all the air out of it. So as it's sucking the air back in, the mattress fills out. We slept on that mattress. And I'll tell you, every ache and pain that I used to wake up in the morning, I thought, because on Saturdays, I like to sleep in late and my lower back would start killing me if I stayed in bed too long. And I just thought that was part of just, your body saying, Kellie, it's time to get up. No, it's because I was sleeping on the wrong mattress. We can lay in bed and sleep in now. I wake up with no pains, no aches. It's it is the best mattress I have ever slept on.
Me too, bar none.
Bar none. So we can't recommend it highly enough. I know they gave us all these copy points to tell you, but I'm just going to tell you right now, we don't even need to read them. Go take the Helix sleep quiz right now for yourself. And if you're looking for a mattress, we really cannot recommend this highly enough.
And Helix is offering up to $200 off all their mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/sandwich. That's helixsleep.com/sandwich for up to $200 off and 2 free pillows.
And one more thing, really quick aside, if you're still skeptical and you're like, but what if we don't love it as much as you do, Kellie and Alan? It has a 100-night sleep trial. You have 100 nights to sleep on it. If you don't agree, this is the most amazing mattress you've ever slept on, you can return it risk-free. Love it. And it's got a 10-year warranty.
Good question from our live studio audience. It's good asking about the spot there. Do you have to use a box spring with your Helix Luxe mattress?
Well, we did.
We do because we prefer a higher
because we're big people
bed because we're big people. Big.
We're big people.
Imposing.
But if you have a platform bed, you wouldn't have to. Like a lot of these platform beds now, you don't have to have a box spring. You don't have to have a box spring. Go to helix.com and you'll see. But the mattress we have, I don't think you would be required to have a box spring unless you just want that extra height.
Speaking of big people, that's a good segue into bringing it home for Jerome. So I took the boys, Cole and Dylan, my boys. Cole is 12. He'll be 13 in May. And Dylan is 8. He'll be 9 in September. But anyway, I took the boys over to see Grandma and Grandpa Evans this weekend because they hadn't seen him in a long time. Cole is officially taller than his grandmother.
He had a real growth spurt there.
He's 5'1". So my mom is just a little bit above 5 foot, right? She's tiny. And they took a picture. I posted it on my Instagram. I took a picture of the boys with my mom. I couldn't believe that my son is now taller than my mother. It's just kind of weird to think about.
Dylan was talking to me about when he's going to grow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He says, I think I'm going to grow when I'm 16. Dylan's so funny. You have the funniest conversations with that kid. I'm like, you're going to grow. You're going to be tall. He's like, yeah, I'm going to be tall like my dad, but I don't think I'm going to grow until I'm 16.
Is that what he said?
Mm-hmm.
You and him had a big battleship game, didn't you?
Yes.
How was that?
See, on our RV trip, I had visions that Alan and I are going to spend all this quality time, around a little fire outside, like a fire pit or something. And that didn't work out. The weather wasn't really cooperating to sit outside like that at night. But I thought it'd be fun to play board games. We have tons of games upstairs that never get played. Never. And so I brought Scattergories. There was one other one I brought. Connect Four. And Battleship. Because when I was a kid, I loved Battleship. I did. And so finally, our last night there, now granted, Alan was starting to feel sick. And we all know how many prayers he needs when he gets sick.
Yes.
Didn't feel well. But I poked out my bottom lip a little bit and said I wanted to play a game.
I need words of affirmation. That's my love language.
Well, I needed you to play a game with me.
Right.
So Alan agreed to play Battleship with me. One game. That's it. He didn't give me. I had so much fun, and I beat him. Yay, me! And he's like, I was like, let's play one more game. We have time. No, I'm done. I don't want to play any more games. So I come home, and Dylan now is getting into board games. He's 8, and I'm glad because he doesn't want to be on a device that much. He's not really into video games as much as his brother.
Not as much.
He loves Henry Danger on Netflix, and he started over watching it again. He's like got a little competition with himself right now. He's watching it for the 5th time.
After I got past Piper, I like that show too.
Yeah, Piper's the worst.
It is funny.
Henry Danger's sister Piper is a nightmare. But she's not even funny.
Henry Danger's a great show.
It's a great show.
It is so funny.
Really is. If you haven't watched it and you want to watch a show with your kids, Henry Danger's really funny. And they take on some really interesting topics like voting.
Uh-huh.
Like they were like, the elections, how volatile they get and how the country's so divided. They actually did an episode about it, but it wasn't about presidential election. It was like voting for a favorite flavor of something.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, some of the stuff they do. And they tackle subjects like sexual harassment and things like that, but in a funny way. It's really a political correctness. It's really funny.
One of the funniest bits I've ever seen. And I was dying laughing. I was holding my son.
Henry Danger.
Henry Danger was when Schwoz is Captain Man's
scientist assistant.
Was when Schwoz and Captain Man were dancing the jitterbug together. I could not.
Alan thinks that is the funniest thing ever.
It was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And then Schwoz, he's always wearing women's clothes.
Yeah.
I guess that's his bit. But
I don't know.
It's hilarious. Anyway, sorry, babe.
Alan, we highly recommend Henry Danger.
Back to Battleship. Sorry.
So anyway, Dylan said he wanted to play Battleship with me, and he's 8, but I'm like, I don't know if he's going to understand it because I have to, you put your ships down here, and then you see there's a little grid, and there's letters across the top, and there's down the side, and there's numbers. You have to call like A7, and if there's a ship there, I'm going to say hit, and if there's not, I'm going to say miss. You put a white peg, a red peg, all the stuff. He kicked my butt
twice.
Beginner's luck, right? He is so good at that game. He was so smart, but we had so much fun, and I really enjoy that.
Good. No, that makes me happy y'all are playing a game like that.
I love hanging out with Dylan. Cole doesn't want to hang out with me as much. Cole is single focused right now. Cole wants to play Fortnite.
He wants to play Fortnite.
That's all he thinks about. He's like, we're all going to go out to eat. He's like, I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry. It's like, come on, Cole. Nope, I'm not hungry. So we all get to the restaurant because all he wants to do is go home and play Fortnite. So we're like, we're going to go out to eat. So we get to the restaurant, and here comes the waiter. What will you have to drink? I don't want anything. Are you sure, Cole? Can we get you? Okay, I'll have a Dr. Pepper or whatever. Out of Dr. Pepper, whatever. It was a big nightmare. We won't even go into that. They were out of everything we ordered the other night at Buffalo Wild Wings. Everything we ordered, they were out. We have a Dr. Pepper. We're out of Dr. Pepper. Our kid says, lemonade. Okay, I'll have lemonade. Out of lemonade. Okay. He's like, do you like orange juice, apple juice? He said, I'll have apple juice. Comes back. He says, dude, no we're out of apple juice. It was like, no matter what we ordered, they were out of.
So he drank orange juice.
A big thing of orange juice. So anyway, Cole's like, I don't want anything. I'm not hungry. We're like, okay. So here comes all the food, and he starts eating all of our food because he is so laser focused on getting home to play Fortnite.
I know. He spends all his my mom won a little bit at the casino. She got him a balato, which is Tagalog or Filipino for tip.
Yeah. And what does he want to spend it on?
He spent his balato on V-Bucks. Fortnite V-Bucks.
So I took him and Kellie and Dylan with their balatos, and which I'd never heard of until I'm, married to Alan. I think it's cute. Whenever they win at the casinos, the kids get tips. If they won really big,
they win big, we get tips.
But we didn't get them.
We didn't get one this time.
And so they had $25 they could not wait to spend. And Dylan was all about getting a Harry Potter wand because he's been watching Harry Potter with him and Kellie. I love that they hang out together. It makes me really happy. So we struck out on that, but he ended up getting yet another Nerf gun.
But I thought he had a wand.
He did, but he wants a new one. The one he got was for like Halloween, and it was one that kind of like you press it and it makes a noise.
You move it and it makes a noise.
He wants a real one.
Oh, like a wood one or something?
Like the real ones, like the Harry Potter thing, because he sees them at Kellie's wands.
So he's really getting into Harry Potter.
He is. And McKellie's dad took her to Universal Studios over her spring break, and she got to go to Universal Studios for 3 days, like 2 full days and then 1 half day before she had to fly back. And she just has an even deeper love for Harry Potter now.
So a wand in Harry Potter must be like a lightsaber in the Star Wars universe. It's like that cool, huh?
Because in the Harry Potter series, the wand chooses you.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So you go to the wand store and the wand chooses you. So she went to like the wand store and her wand chose her. And she got an interactive one. So she'd go through the park and she'd wave it and things would happen. So apparently she really, if you have a Harry Potter fan.
It's kind of like my sister told us one time, the Disney character chooses you. You don't choose the Disney character.
Right.
And then Cole's favorite was Sporky. Remember that?
Yeah.
He was, of all the Disney characters.
He liked Sporky.
He liked Sporky the most.
But he was like 11 or 12 years old. So that Christmas we gave him a bunch of Sporky.
Oh, he got so much Sporky.
He's like, what are you doing all these Sporkies? But we thought you loved Sporky.
It's just kind of the most wheels off looking character.
It's like, okay. And he just set it on the counter. It was like, that was a bust.
Poor kid.
Anyway, we are going way off the rails.
All right, babe. Well,
but we just love our kids and we like talking about them. So y'all just have to sit through it and listen.
That's right. Start with porn and with that.
Yeah.
Or prawn.
Comes full circle.
It does come full circle. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately. Valentin Imperial, I think we mentioned that. There's still time.
Yeah, you can still go. It's just that package that we had is gone, but there's still other packages to be had. Alan and I, did we get it booked? Are we booked?
We are.
Okay, for the dates we're going?
Saturday to Saturday.
Okay, so Alan and I are going to be there the entire week. I think it's July 3rd through the 10th. You don't have to be there the same dates. You can come in a day before. You might want to come in July 2nd and stay longer. You might want to stay beyond. You can stay whenever you want. That's when we're going to be there. I think a lot of people are going Monday through Friday, but you can adjust that however you want. But there are still rooms. Don't just because that package sold out, the resort is not sold out.
All right. Good, babe. Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm done.
Okay. Well, if you don't have anything else, I'm sure we'll podcast again real soon.
Yeah, like day after tomorrow.
And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye. Hopefully there's no... Do we have to do stereo?
Yes. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Oh, my God. Why? It's not that big of a deal. Stop. You sound like such a baby.
I'll show you a baby.
You'd show me a baby every week.
I'll show you another baby. I'll show you $1 million baby.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what. I can't tell you how much I appreciate our podcast family for showing up for stereo. It flew by tonight with me and Robert. Thank y'all for transitioning. A lot of people listen to Love Letters to Kellie and listen to Sandwiches from Lovin. And you are being heavily recruited for the Fat Guy Handbook podcast.
Who?
A lot of people want you to go do that. Jana Blaylock came on and asked for you to do that.
Well, I can't just go.
They want to hear how lewd you can be because I don't let him be as lewd as he wants to be. That little clip you get at the beginning of the show, that I let him have that. And sometimes I'm like, oh, it's too much. But come on, you ready to do this? Let's get this part over with.
Not lewd. Never been lewd. Never will be lewd.
This one's okay. Thank y'all so much for being a part of our podcast family. We could not do a Sandwich and Some Lovin' without you. And now we're inviting you to be a part of our stereo family.
Stereo.
Yes.
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central. We want you to join us on the free stereo app. It's like a little back and forth social conversation because here on the podcast, we're just talking at you, but we want to talk with you, communicate with you, and have you be part of the conversation.
This is like eavesdropping on a phone call.
Yeah, it is.
But you can get right in there, insert yourself in said conversation.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
Stereo can go anywhere you want to take it. So go download that app free right now, Stereo, and then follow me at Kellie Rasberry.
And me at the Alonzo 1971.
It's easy as that. You'll be notified when we go live 7 p.m. Central on Tuesday. Again, download the Stereo app for free. Follow me at Kellie Rasberry.
And me at the Alonzo 1971.
We'll see you Tuesday night on Stereo. All right, Alan, podcasting with you is so much fun, but you know what's also super fun, like maybe even sometimes a little more fun?
Stereo.
It's a little bonus, a Sandwich and Some Lovin' extra love when you join us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central on the free Stereo app.
It's like the B-side of that singles cassette.
Which is often
the best
better.
Stuff.
Yes.
The best stuff.
And if you missed last week, here's a little taste of what you missed. Good stuff, babe.
Oh.
What's going to happen on the next stereo?
You never know.
It's entirely up to you. So download the stereo app for free. Then follow me at Kellie Rasberry.
And me at the Alonzo 1971.
And we'll see you Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central on stereo.
Bye. Good.
Yeah. And then the next one we're going to promote the 4 p.m. because we're wine tasting. I was just thinking about that.
All right, guys, what I miss? Whoa. I just saw somebody call somebody a jerk. What happened? Somebody
went into a supermarket in Boulder, Colorado and just started firing today.
What?
A police officer among the dead. I just saw that for the first time.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Katie Kreller. I love lewd. I love lewd. Oh. Sorry, Carmen. That's not nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's not cool. Why would somebody do that on your birthday?
What happened?
She had a boy, apparently a serious boyfriend who lived with her and broke up with her on her birthday.
Oh, because he's just adding insult to injury. Just an evil, vindictive person.
It's not very nice. There you go, Christy Kincaid Norris. Smash that like button. Safe. You don't need a promo code. You just put it on the channel. You know, it's funny. Everyone at the resort talks about it too. I mean, not in like a bunch of detail. They're just like, hey, did you check out that channel 78 or whatever it is? Oh, yeah. It's funny. No promo code. Comes with the package. Comes with the package. Ugh. Sam, I am. Sam, happy birthday. We didn't sing Sam happy birthday. Thank you, Tanya. Appreciate that. Yeah, I got this at the Lukenbach on the RV trip.
What were some of the emails about that I can put in the podcast description?
Stacy H. Alan, shout out my wife, D. Shout out, D. Say something lewd. You know, when somebody wants you to say something lewd, it's hard to come up with something to say.
Go through your list of lewd aisle calling on.
I've done that 313 times.
Oh, well, go through some more of them that you have. He has a whole list of them.
Say something lewd. Maybe I can tell you a lewd joke. You want to hear a lewd joke? I can tell them a lewd joke.
You're not helping me. What were some of your letters about?
Well, I put them in the waste receptacle after Sunless Tanner.
Dallas touring.
The lady who wants us to renew the vows. Angie Reno's review of the meetup, staying with Jeff. Vow renewal, changing your name. Boy and girl names from last podcast. Yeah. Liz, what do you mean? We need a new lewd list. What does that mean? Yes to lewd joke. Well, I mean, I can tell a joke. It's not. It's kind of lewd. Okay, so there are three cowboys sitting around a campfire. One cowboy was from Wyoming, one cowboy was from Oklahoma, and one cowboy was from Texas. It's evening, moon. They're all kind of sitting around this campfire, and they start talking about who are the toughest cowboys. What state produces the toughest cowboys? The cowboy from Wyoming says, "You know what, fellers? Cowboys from Wyoming are tough. One time, I was riding a bull."
I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm not listening.
I was riding a bull, and the horn got me in the eye, popped my eye out, and I picked that eye right off that bull's horn. I popped it back into my head, and I kept riding the bull. So the cowboy from Oklahoma and the cowboy from Texas are like, "Tough guy. It's pretty tough." This cowboy from Oklahoma says, "You know what, guys? One time I jumped off my horse in this field and got bit by a rattlesnake. So I had a buddy, cut slits where the snake bit me. He kind of drained out the venom. I was fine. Didn't hurt my leg at all. Got back on my horse and kept doing what I needed to do." Cowboy from Texas and cowboy from Wyoming are looking at him like, "Wow, a guy from Oklahoma, he's a pretty tough guy." So they look over at the cowboy from Texas. They want to hear what his story is. And the cowboy from Texas, he was slowly stirring the coals of the campfire with his pecker.
I heard the end. Is that the punchline?
Mm-hmm. That's tough, guys. That's tough. Number one, he has a 6-foot pecker, right? Now I'm explaining the punchline. And number two, he was stirring the coals of the campfire with his pecker. I mean, that's tough. That's extremely tough. No, Sarah, but it didn't hurt him. That's how tough he was. I mean, he was stirring the coals of the campfire with his pecker. The guy from Texas. I mean, that's kind of lewd. Wheezy lions and crickets. Hello, hand. Hey, Daddy. You need a tuck in?
Fit your stomach?
Yeah. Yes. That's right, Angie. Texas. That's what they do. God's country. All right, fellers. You're just watching us. Well, you're watching Kellie type.
There I've got to do this. I'm sorry.
Look, there she is. Look,
very serious typing. I don't know why you think that's funny.
Because it's just a head. Big Daddy hello hand. Yeah. I tell it. Oh, man. Yeah, where is Hannah Herb? I heard from a Hannah Herb.
I'm almost done.
Yes, Angie. I forgot about that little detail. Red bottom shoes. That's right. Hey, Daddy. You need a tuck in?
I hate when you do that voice. It's so gross.
You don't like my hooker voice?
No.
Oh. Kellie doesn't like the hooker voice, guys.
Who does?
Stacy H said, "Happy Women's Month, Kellie. You're inspiring.
Thank you.
You're inspiring women."
Aww. Thank you.
Christy Kincaid Norris said that's actually her favorite part.
What, your porn voice?
Hey, Daddy, you need to tuck in? Oh, no, Daddy. That's $3,000 an hour. Oh, all right, guys.
So disgusting.
So disgusting. All right, guys. I will talk to you later very soon. See you. Talk to you tomorrow on the phone.